Jambo ambalo limetuleta hapa sote tunalijua ni mambo ya public space ambayo iko pale Elpaso, ambayo tuko na alleged private owners ambao wako hapa, na ndo tumekuja tutatue tujue mbivu na mbichi iko vipi. Na niseme ya kwamba kitu ambao sisi ilitufanya tukakuja tukafika hapa kama viongozi ni ile barua iliandikwa na wakili ambao iliandikiwa traders wetu ambao ni residents wetu wa mtaa yetu, wakaambiwa evacuate hiyo pahali within 14 days. Then we went ahead tukafanya press conference na tuka request ya kwamba if there's anything that you claim regarding that land, mkuje through the office process, msikuje through wananchi, kwa sababu pia hao wanaweza kuwa hawajui mwelekeo vizuri, but for us as leaders sisi tunaweza kuwa tunajua mwelekeo vizuri. But after like a week tukapata barua nyingine mkaandika ya kusecond ile ya kwanza, na mka end up tena kuambia wa evacuate by 30th of this month, na kama sivyo mtawapeleka mbele kotini. Na mkasema pia walifanya uchochezi through social media, of which I think it was being referred to what we did, yenye tulikuja tukapeana press conference kama viongozi wa hii mtaa.
So what my clients came to, why we wrote that letter, this land, they had a title to this land which was erroneously given to someone else, and there's a case before the Ngong law courts, that is ELC 007 of 2025. And before that, they had actually had reported to the DCI, and the DCI were doing investigations. At no point did they know this is public land. At no point were they told that this is interest of public land, and that is why we were doing a private, we were using private avenues to recover their land. Their father, who is Adam Thumi, the late Adam Thumi, had that land since was given the title since 1st June 1992, and the leasehold was going for 99 years. He paid the land rates. There's a map of how those plots were divided. We have the map. I will share. Once I see your documents, I'll share. Don't worry, these are public documents. I'll share. Someone called Eric Olela. On the 19th of March 2021, there is a green card to that effect. There was a high court case that Adam Thumi, where now it is the succession case, where in one of the items that was divided to the beneficiaries was the said land, Ngong Township Block 1/41, which it was directed by the court that the said plot be sold and the sales be divided between the beneficiaries, and that is David Noah Thumi, Tabitha Rachel Thumi. Then, before his demise, there was another case before his demise. There's a ruling which was Adam Thumi versus Maina Kiriro, which was in 2005, where Adam Thumi had actually taken someone called Maina Kiriro to court over the said suit property.
This is the final product. Do you have any title? What do we have right now?
Yeah, we have a court order in this case that is before Ngong law courts that is prohibiting anyone in that land until the case is concluded.
Okay. Let me ask you a question too much.
Yes.
When you have a court order, do you go and evict the people that are there? Kwa jili barueni mkuu mnasema wanafaa waondoke ama mna proceed. So unangojea judgment ya kuna ile mnaita stay order inakaa vile iko.
That's what we have, sir. Because we had told the court they are trespassers in that land. Until it is determined, everyone is supposed to leave that land until the determination of the court.
When there is any process that is in court, it's not the law firm that comes to issue notices. The notices are sent to the area chief, OCS. Na niko na copy hata saizi niko na moja. I'm supposed to implement this week. Nataka kucorrect hapo. As you get any instruction, because nyinyi wote you're not sinikitu iko bado kesi kotini. Yeah. With all due respect. Yes.
kindly serve us the documents that you have. We read them as we
hatujafika kwa documents. Hatujafika kwa documents.
No,
kuna kitu nimekuuliza. Yes.
We had requested for the same and you told us to wait. So I think you should as well be patient enough because we are equally as well going to serve you with our documents so that you can peruse them.
No, I have just told you documents because that is the procedure as per his knowledge. I also have another per my knowledge. So if we start, we're not in a court of law, and I'm avoiding going that route for a reason. With due respect, I'm avoiding to go that because that is the way he moves.
It's not knowing. If you go to my office, I have the copies. It's not the first one.
Yeah, if you go to your office, just look at. If you go to your office, look at the pattern.
Niko na saizi judgment ya last week. Toka nitakuonesha.
Who are the parties?
Iko tu hapo bulbul. I'm giving you another
Who are
case.
the parties? The party is an organization.
Is a lawyer for somebody from Ololwa in a case in Bulbul. Final after judgment ile peano na court. It was directed a copy sent to the OCS Ngong to implement the same. So sisemi kitu ya kubahatisha.
Venye tu umesema we are not in a court of law. And that is why we had requested na the kindest word possible. Utupatie your documents so that we can as well peruse as we give you ours so that you can check them as well. So, na sidhani ilikuwa ni issue kubwa, ni venye pia ulituweka stop kidogo. Tukaona ni kama kuko na issue kidogo.
Enda tu ndio hizo, check what is there.
Ni the same tu? Ni the same. Aya.
It is only fair that all the parties have all the documents. Then, so that now, if there's a court order, it is only fair for them also to know the content of that court order.
What was the need of having a follow-up later? Because that is my question. Number two, okay, you'll answer both, eh? Yes. Number two, we have documentation that show that is a free space, all right? And then, by you coming to serve a notice to people to vacate a piece of land that you have no title to is also a bit messed up, if you ask me, because you have no right to give anybody any notice to vacate a place that you do not own. There is a floodlight that has been erected there, all right? My question as a commoner would be, where were you when that floodlight was being erected there by the county government of Kajiado using public money?
The reason for why we sent the second, because no one wrote to our office. No one gave us and told us, kuja, ni mimi mwenye shamba, ni mimi mwenye hivi. No one came. Up until I sent the second one. And when I sent the second one, several people, more than 10 people called me. And I kept on telling everyone, just answer our letter. The reason why there was a letter, there was an address, there was an email, there was a WhatsApp number. It's so that you can communicate. My clients had a very valid reason why they have not responded to anything. They don't want, the lives have already been threatened once, we don't want to put their lives on hold just because of this. The reason why we agreed to come here today is to find a solution and to know which is the best way forward for them to get their interests.
I think the real question before us here, are the documents that they have on their side genuine? Are the documents we have on our side genuine? And then what is our solution?
Has the family of the late Dhumi maybe even gone to the area chief so that we can know the area chief knows about?
Yes,
Which chief? Which chief? That is in Ngong. Yes. So, nataka tukuuliza kwa
we had actually written several letters to the National Land Commission before we even went to court to confirm if it's a public land. And we have the letters, we shared. You have not answered my question.
Does the area chief know about that? Does the area chief know about the family of the late Dhumi? It's a simple yes or no. It's not long English. I'm just asking about if the area chief knows.
Wakati ni tu, let's see, utapata. Unajua kwa nini nauliza hivyo? Wakati hii story tufikia, we went to all those offices. Nobody is aware. Yeah. You see what we are asking even? When we wanted to get more information, kama mimi si mzaliwa hapa, these are people who have been born. We have tried, even me myself, and the ICC is coming in a few minutes. We asked even the chief whether he's aware of this. If they have ever even gone to his office, never. Chief wa hapo ni Ngong Kimeme is not aware. Washira is not aware, the assistant chief. Kuna mahali bado hatujapata. Kuna kitu ambayo ningetaka tuende na hii laini. Najua wakili, saa zile unaenda kudefend mtu, kuna vile umefuatilia. Tungetaka tujue, how did this land change hands? From hivi kutoka public, kwa sababu za kuonesha picha niko nayo, natakupa tu saa hizi. Inaonesha space, imeandikwa public space. Ningetaka kujua ilitokaje from public space ikaenda hata hawana shida, ikauziwa fulani akawauzia. Like the way we went na ile ya Bondeni, iliuziwa nani, katoka kwa nani, kaenda kwa nani, because ile map tuko naye inaonesha public space.
Wakili, when you did your first letter and we responded through the media press, I was very specific. I told you and your clients, if you have any issue regarding that area, just come the office way.
Mimi, you did not address me.
I was getting there.
You did not address me. Trust me, I did not even open this. My clients told me, I'm being told this and this is on social media. And I was specific when I responded. You don't go through the social media. Go through the legal channels. I write you a letter. Respond. You see, if you had responded to me, sir, with all due respect, if you had responded to me, I would have responded to your letter very politely, very cordially, and explained to you what we wanted. So, we are not here to fight or anything. All we are asking is, we need to just be given a fair hearing. We need to be given and be told. You see, for example, from what I've seen, there was a list given. From your documents, there was a list given. From your own documents, you can see there's a list that was given to you. Then the list was revoked in a meeting. So I want to see the validity of that meeting. Was my client informed? Was there proper documentation? So those are things that I cannot even talk about it now. You see, am I misjoining it? But the thing is, we know now from what I'm seeing, I need to look at the validity of that application. That is what I'm saying. And now I cannot talk about it because I have not done it.
Okay. Kuna map hapa, nimesikia imetaja map, nianze na hiyo sababu hiyo ndio attachment ya mwisho. Imeonyesha open space hapo. So kuna hiyo barabara main road, then kuna hiyo 15 meter road yenye naenda to vet farm. Hiyo diversion, mumeona hiyo diversion? Then right next to the road, that diversion ya 15 meters, kuko na open space. You can clearly see in the letters, many letters that are attached to this document. You can see it's from the office of the president. Second page.
Before you go to that, what is the size of this open space from the documentation you have?
No, we cannot ascertain. We need to have an expert to tell us that, to interpret that.
Of this open space, what is the size?
It has not been indicated. It hasn't been indicated. We cannot say. But it is something that can be determined.
Yeah, for example, now I can see what is the size of those plots?
Hatutaenda hiyo route kwa sababu
No, we need.
unajua
it is neither here nor there because it is answered by the second letter.
Exactly.
Yes. Second letter.
The second letter answers all those questions.
Unajua the plot
second letter by second letter is this one.
Yes.
The plot of interest that is quoted there. Plot of interest, Ngong block 1/40 and 41. Isn't that the plot that you have interest with? Yes. So regardless of the size, we are speaking of the same plot. And here we go, the Commissioner of Lands and the district surveyor did a letter, district commissioner, Kajiado. At that time it was KM Lusaka. You can even do your due diligence to see if it is indeed he was the one who was seated at that office. He did a letter and this is what he said. There has been a dispute over the above mentioned plot. Reference is made to yours number 23-22-29/15 of September 2002. As indicated by the council, the site is supposed to be an open space, which means public space. Open space, public space. Records held in this office do not reflect that Mr. Adan Dhome was allocated the site, though he has a title for the site. I will therefore request your office to establish how he acquired the said title without approval from District Allocation Committee and the council. You hear that? Then here comes another letter, now from the Kajiado County Council, of whom they were tasked to give an answer. That is dated 7th June 2006 to the Commissioner of Lands. And their reference is revocation of LR number 41011, block 141. Please refer to a chain of correspondence on the above referred subject. The council at its work. Town Planning and Markets Committee. Meeting held sitting of 30th March 2006 under minutes 47-2006. Recommended that the open space remains as originally planned. It further recommended that the allocation be revoked. The recommendations were adopted by the full council meeting held on 4th May 2006. Yours faithfully, F.S. Tameno, for clerk to council. So you can clearly see that a verdict was given by the county council at that time. Before now, we had devolution for it to become county government, and I don't think there's any case that goes against this verdict going forward. Not unless you now tell us that you went ahead and did a case, an appeal as regarding to this ruling, for you now to come claim that you now own the land, for you to be able to write a letter to our constituents telling them to evacuate. Because as far as we are concerned, this is what was the last decision that was made in regards to this.
There is one letter. This is the latest. Latest letter. This was written the year January 2024. Kuna barua iliandikwa wakiwa wanaomba the National Land Commission wakiambiwa verify documents za hiyo shamba. Ngong block 1/41 LR number 14011. Reference is made to your letters dated 13 July 2023 and 23rd January 2024, and wish to inform you that the consent referred therein did not originate from their office.
Yes.
That's the National Land Commission. Takutumia hii haijatolewa.
So we have the PDP of this area, the Part Development Plan, where everything that came into place within our area originated from that PDP. And clearly on that PDP, it clearly states that that is an open space. As to what it was supposed to be done or consumed for, it was not specified, but at least it was an open space meant for the public. Because for us, those are the documents that we can provide to prove as to why we are claiming that this is public space. So maybe we can handle it over to you, so that at least now you can tell us why you think that this land belongs to your client.
So thank you for the information that you have provided for us. We wish to verify this information before making any further comments or communications to that. We would like for you to provide for us the measurements of this open space.
The measurements?
Of this open space from the PDQ, it should be there. It should be there. Give us the measurements of the open space.
An expert to interpret that, because from the drawing they can be able to determine the
Yes,
size of the plot.
a surveyor. Because that is key. Is key, because if you see from your letters, there were two plots, 1/40, 1/41. Look at our map.
There are two.
Look at our map.
There are two floors.
Look at our map.
I've seen.
Yeah. If we continue for the reference, I would not know, because Mr. Adam Tumi is dead. He cannot be able to sit here and talk for himself. We are not aware if he was part of this meeting, if he knew anything about this meeting. if he knew that the land was revoked or in any
He's copied there.
He was alive.
He's copied here.
Sir,
When the other-
Copied there.
sir, I've not refused. You see what I said?
Speak through the chair, please.
You see,
Through the chair.
Chair, you see what I said? I said Mr. Adam to me is not alive. So I said I do not know if he was present, if he was not present. All I know is that he bequeathed this plot to his children, and his children are fighting for it. That's all I know. And my instructions is to protect the family's interest. Sawa. So this is why I was saying, as per now, we thank you for your documents. We will take into account the documentation that you've given to us. And then after we take into consideration, looking at all available legal channels, we will be able to respond to you via letter. Now that you have told us that we should write through you, I believe everyone here will get the information if we send to you. So that when I'm advising my clients, because I need to advise them on the next step, on whether, because at this point you've given me something I need to verify. If I verify, I will be able to advise them properly legally. But as per now, I cannot start advising them or telling them to do ABCD without us verifying this document.
I have served in the county government of Kajiado as an MCA for Ngong, and that area falls squarely in Ngong. I erected the floodlight, and I erected them where the county government cannot erect a floodlight or anything else on private land. And as per concerns the annexures that we have, even the communication from the full council meeting. What it means to have a full council meeting is that a full council meeting means that this land is all parties are involved.
This piece of land in contention has a case in court. That's number one, my observation. Number two, by the claimant writing a letter to people occupying that space without a valid document of ownership, that is intimidation and it should not happen. Number three, when we live here today, we should get a guarantee that no more letters will be written to the people occupying that space for now, until one, she comes with the full documentation of why she believes her clients own that piece of land, and number two, until the case that is in court is finalized. Because